Before we start, if this moves you, please subscribe and leave a like. Every bit helps. Support links in the comments. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
I was looking at you this morning and something stopped me. The way the light came in and found you where you stood. All the years written into you like rings inside a tree trunk. And I thought, God, I wouldn't change a single thing I'm seeing. You said us something different from the start, a forever version of the way we looked at 22. But what I see in you is better. What you look like now is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen up close. What you look like now is someone who has lived and loved and bore it. Every silver strand, every quiet line is every year I got to keep you here with me. What you look like now is mine. You laughed the other day, and I could see the young one in you, right there underneath the face that time has touched. And both of them are you, and both of them I love. But this one right here is the one who knows me best. The world is always looking somewhere else, but I'm right here and I see exactly what I've got. And it's not less, it's more. What you look like now is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen up close. What you look like now is someone who has lived and loved and bore it. Every silver strand, every quiet line is every year I got to keep you here with me. What you look like now is mine. Live in a world that doesn't want to age, chasing back whatever it imagines it has lost. But I've been watching you walk into this season, and darling, you are everything that's worth the cost. This is not a consolation prize, this is the main event. What you look like now is what I hope I get to keep looking at forever. What you look like now takes my breath the same as it did. Then I didn't think it was possible to love you more, but here I am, completely wrong again. What you look like now. May I spend the rest of my mornings getting stopped by you in the light. didn't leave when leaving would have been so easy. And I went dark for months and barely said a word. You made the coffee, kept the lights on, kept believing in a version of me I could barely see myself. And I know I don't say it enough, but every morning that you're still beside me feels like something I don't deserve. Still here, still here, when the ground was soft and the sky was uncertain. Still here, still here. You were the reason I came back to certain. I don't need a miracle or a long explanation, just you still here. The years have warmed some edges into something softer. I've learned to hold things loosely, learned to let things go. And you were patient through the stubborn and the anger. Now look at what survived all that we didn't know. There's a kind of love that doesn't make the movies. It's quieter than that, it's deeper than the words, but it shows up every morning. Still here, still here, when the ground was soft and the sky was uncertain. Still here, still here. You were the reason I came back to certain. I don't need a miracle or a long explanation, just you still here. I've seen people walk away from harder things than this. I've seen good love dissolve like it was never real. But you chose this, and you chose me, and you chose us again. And I'll spend the rest of this life making sure you know. Still here, still here. Every scar between us holds the story of our staying. Still here, still here. We're not perfect, but we're something I believe in. And I'll take imperfect love over an empty room any day. You're still here. Of all the things that came and went, you're the only one I never wanted back, because you never left.
We played our records loud with all the windows open. The coastal fog had no idea what it wasn't for. We were 17 and 20 and completely certain that whatever came was worth being there for. We weren't trying to be anything historic. was already becoming something that the years would somehow allow. We were California before we knew what that would mean. We were California, sun brown and unafraid and free. We were the canyon roads, the beach bonfires, the late night songs. We were California before we had to learn where we belong. My oldest friends are scattered up and down the coast now. Some of them have grandkids learning how to swim. And when we get together in the summer, we sit on someone's deck and start again. We don't try to be the people that we started as. We've earned these softer edges, earned these years. But when the conversation falls on something old and shining, it's California that still rises from the clear. We were California before we knew what that would mean. We were California, sun brown and unafraid and free. We were the canyon roads, the beach bonfires, the late night songs. We were California before we had to learn where we belong. And now the grandkids are running toward the water, the same Pacific we ran toward in July. And I see us in them, barefoot and uncomplicated. And I wouldn't trade this moment if I tried. We are California, we didn't leave it when we left. We are California, carried in our memory and breath. We are the canyon roads, the long light and the open sky. We are California, and we are still alive. The gold was never in the hills, it was always in the ones who lifted. We were kids under a borrowed moon, chasing headlights down a county road. Now the porch light hums a different tune, but it's still the only place I know. 40 winners came and went, every one of them well spent. And it's still the same sky, just older eyes looking up. Still the same, you and I, still enough. Your hands don't move the way they used to, mine don't either, truth be told. But when you reach for me at midnight, every one of them well spent. And it's still the same sky, just older eyes looking up. Still the same, you and I, still enough. Maybe love was never about the fire. It was always about who stayed. Through the quiet, through the tired, through every ordinary day. And it's still the same sky, wider now. We've learned to look up. Still the same, you and I, still more than enough. Still the same sky, still holding on. That's all I ever wanted, love. There's a town off the 33 that nobody bothers to name. Just a gas station, a diner, and a water tower with rust. I grew up on the street behind the old Ohio Mission, where the orange groves went on forever in the August dust. I left at 17 with everything I owned in one bag. Never look back, so I've told myself for 30 years. Dusty road, California, still running through my blood like the Santa Ana wind. Dusty road, California, you can leave a place completely and still carry it within. Every golden hill, every dry creek bed, every summer smell of sage and dirt and heat. Dusty road, California, you're the ground beneath my feet. I drove back through last April just to see if it was real. The mission's still there standing, and the diner's still the same. An older woman smiled at me from someone's front porch rocker, and I wondered if she knew my mother once by name. Some places hold you even when you swore you'd moved along. The roots go deeper than the leaving. That's the California song. Dusty road, California, still running through my blood like the Santa Ana wind. Dusty road, California, you can leave a place completely and still carry it within. Every golden hill, every dry creek bed, every summer smell of sage and dirt and heat. Dusty road, California, you're the ground beneath my feet. I used to think that home was something you could drive away from, pack it up and leave it in the rear view, getting small. But standing in that orange grove with the afternoon light falling, I understood that song of home never left at all. dusty road, California, still running through my blood like the Santa Ana wind. Dusty road, California, you can leave a place completely and still carry it within. Every golden hill, every dry creek bed, every summer smell of sage and dirt and heat. Dusty road, California, you were always home to me. The dust never really washes off, and I stopped trying.
Before the fires came, the hills were green past April. The creek ran through the live oaks on the bend. I photographed the meadow every season. I didn't think I'd need to remember them. Before the fires came, it was something you could touch. Before the fires came, I didn't know I loved it all so much. My neighbors planted redwoods on the hillside. They said they'd shade their grandchildren one day. The roots were taking hold, the bark was new and hopeful. Before the summer came and took it all away. Before the fires came, it was something you could touch. Before the fires came, I didn't know I loved it all so much. The birds came back the following spring. I don't know how they knew to. The ground was black, but something underneath was already deciding to push through. The fires taught me this: nothing beautiful is guaranteed.
There's a photograph I keep beside the window. The canyon walls are amber in the frame. I was 23 and barefoot in the garden before I even knew I had a name. Something about that afternoon refused to let itself go dark. It pressed itself into my memory like a thumb pressed into bark. The light that stayed long after the day was done. The light that stayed stayed for you. We made our dinner out of wine and music. The windows open to the jasmine air. We didn't know that we were being golden. We only knew that we were there. Something about the way it felt, so full, like there was room to breathe. Like all the world had stopped and said, take this. This one is yours to keep. The light that stayed long after the day was done. The light that stayed like a daughter of the sun. I close my eyes and it's still burning through. The light that stayed, it stayed for you. Maybe it was never just the light. Maybe it was all of us together, young and unafraid of what we lose. Letting go, nothing, holding everything. The light that stayed, warmer than I can explain. The light that stayed through every loss, through every change. I close my eyes, it finds me where I am. The light that stayed, it always can. Some things don't fade, they just wait for you to look again. It doesn't anymore. One plate on the table, one glass of red wine, one candle I lit just because the light looked fine. No one to consult about the music or the hour. No performance, no pretending, just me and the power. And I waited for the loneliness to walk through the door, but it stood outside a moment and then came no more. The table I set for one is the most honest thing I own. Not a consolation, not a wound, just coming home. I used to need an audience to make a moment real. Now the quiet is the feeling I was always meant to feel. I used to fill the silence with whatever noise was near. A television, a telephone, a reason to appear. Busy enough to miss myself, crowded enough to hide from the person who'd been knocking, patient from inside. But the knocking got too gentle to keep ignoring, and I opened up the door one unremarkable morning. The table I set for one is the most honest thing I own. Not a consolation, not a wound, just coming home. I used to need an audience to make a moment real. Now the at crowded tables, feeling utterly alone. Now one chair and one candle feel more full than I have known. The table I set for one is the most honest thing I've found. Not an ending, not a settling, just solid ground. I used to think that solitude was something to outrun. Now I light the candle slowly, and I savor every one. Some of the best company I've ever had has been my own. Caught my hands in the kitchen light this morning by the sink. The way they held the coffee cup, I stopped and had to think. These knuckles and these river lines, this skin that's starting to show. I've seen these hands before somewhere a long, long time ago. She kneaded bread on Sunday mornings, humming to herself. I never thought I'd be her, now I'm nothing else. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I used to think that scared me. Now I trace each line like a map she left to guide me. She never called herself a hero, never asked to be seen, just showed up every single day for everyone between. I watched her hands and never thought to say how much they meant. Now mine are doing all the things that hers were heaven sent. There's a strength in what these hands have carried without praise, a quiet kind of legacy that lasts beyond our days. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I used to think that scared me. Now I trace each line like a map she left to guide me. She's been gone 11 years, and still I reach to call her name when something breaks or blooms, or when the grandkids misbehave. And every time I look down at these hands that look like hers, I feel her in the room again, like love that never leaves. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I'm not scared anymore. These hands are days, and how I carry her forward. Same hands, different woman, same love. He never wrote me poetry or filled a room with flowers. He showed up when the pipes burst on a Sunday in the cold. He sat with me in waiting rooms through more than a few hard hours, and never once made me feel like that was more than he could hold. The world rewards the grand gesture, the fire, the dramatic scene, but nobody writes the love songs for the ones who just stay clean. The man who stayed, and staying wasn't easy or exciting or new. The man who stayed when half the world would have walked right through. No headlines, no glory, no roses in the rain, just a quiet kind of faithful that I'll never stop being grateful for. The man who stayed. I watched him age beside me, watched the gray come in his hair, the way he reads his book at night, not knowing that I'm looking. There's a tenderness in ordinary that the young don't know is rare. Safety in a man whose word means everything he's spoken. I used to want the lightning, now I understand the truth. The thunder shakes the windows, but the roots hold up the roof. The man who stayed when staying wasn't easy or exciting or new. The man who stayed when half the world would have walked right through. No headlines, no glory, no roses in the rain, just a quiet kind of faithful that I'll never stop being grateful for. The man who stayed. There come a day I have to face a morning without him here, and every ordinary Tuesday will feel like a cathedral. So I am learning now to say out loud what love means while he's near, because the man who stays deserves to know his staying made it all feel real. The man who stayed when staying wasn't easy or exciting or new. The man who stayed when half the world would have walked right through. No headlines, no glory, no roses in the rain, just a quiet kind of faithful that I'll spend the rest of my life being grateful for. The man who stayed.
to swim till the streetlights called us, bare feet running down that same old road. 40 summers and we still fall into the laugh we never quite outgrew. Time took some of us further. Time took some of us home. But 40 summers later, here we are again. Older, maybe wiser, still the same old friend. You got grandkids, I've got silver hair. Life rearranged us every way it could. But something in this kitchen table feels exactly like it always should. Time took some of us further. Time took some of us home. But 40 summers later, here we are again. Older, maybe wiser, still the same old friends. 40 summers later, nothing's really changed. Older, maybe wiser, still calling out each other's names. Same porch, same laugh, same us. "27 years and you still surprise me. I wasn't expecting that. Last Tuesday you told me something about your childhood I'd never heard before, just sitting there like a gift. And I thought I knew every room in you. Turns out there are doors I haven't opened yet. And what a thing that is, that the person sleeping next to me is still a mystery in the best possible way. I'm still learning you after all this time, and I'm still learning you. I'm still learning you. Every year another page I haven't read. You are the one book I will never finish, and I am grateful every day. I'm still learning you. You started painting last October out of nowhere, like there was something in you waiting for permission. And I watched you stand in front of a canvas with a face I'd never quite seen on you before. That's the thing about a person, they keep becoming, and being here to see it is a privilege. Because I could have stopped paying attention, I could one book I will never finish, and I am grateful every day. I'm still learning you. Here's a secret that the long-term lovers know: the people who made it are the ones who stayed interested, who looked across the table and still saw someone worth knowing, who kept asking questions past the point they thought they had the answers. That's the whole practice, staying curious. I'm still learning you, and I hope I never get to the last page. I'm still learning you, and every new thing is a reason to stay close. You have surprised me more in 27 years than anything I thought I understood. I'm still learning you. May I spend the rest of this life finding out what I still don't know about you. The hallway's quiet past 11. No music thumping through the wall, just me and coffee, me and heaven, learning how to love this quiet after all. I used to count their footsteps home. Now I count the miles they've grown. The kids are grown now, out there living lives I dreamed. Kids are grown now, everything I gave them, it was worth it, it seems. She called last night from some new city, voice so sure, so full of plans. I heard myself in every syllable, the best parts I could ever understand. I used to count their footsteps home. Now I count the miles they've grown. The kids are grown now, out there living lives I dreamed. Kids are grown now, everything I gave them, it was worth it, it seems. There's a picture on the fridge, still crooked, little hands of crayon sun. I don't need to hold on tighter. Love was never in the holding on. The kids are grown now, flying further than I've been. Kids are grown now, I'll leave the light on. Just in case. Redwood canopy was doing what it always does, turning afternoon or something close to dusk. I sat against a trunk that had been standing for 3 centuries and felt how small my restlessness must look. I've been carrying things for years that had no real name, the kind of tide that sleep can't touch. The redwoods didn't offer any answers, but they offered something better. They didn't rush. Redwood afternoon, teach me how to hold my ground. Redwood afternoon, show me what it means to just be found, standing in the quiet where the light comes breaking through. Redwood afternoon, I learned something new from you. An old man passed me on the trail with hiking poles. He said he'd been coming up here 40 years. I asked him what he came for every time. He said, to remember what actually matters here. I watched him disappear into the corridor of trees, and I understood the answer that he'd given. There are things in this world built before our worries, and still standing after everything we've been through. Redwood afternoon, teach me how to hold my ground. Redwood afternoon, show me what it means to just be found, standing in the quiet where the light comes breaking through. Redwood afternoon, I learned something new from you. Bark is thick enough to carry a century of fire. The roots go wide enough to share the water underground. I've been growing like a sapling all my life, and I'm finally strong enough to let go without falling down. Redwood afternoon, I came in carrying too much. Redwood afternoon, just enough, standing in the quiet where the old things hold their ground. Redwood afternoon is the best thing I've found. Some places don't speak, they just stand there and teach you.
Never told you how the motel rooms all look the same, how every city lost its color after dark. I kept postcards in my suitcase, but I never knew what for. Every road was just a hallway to the sound of your front door. Home was you, all alone. Not a roof, not a town, just a place my restless heart lay down. We change houses, change the curtains, watch the children come and go. Lost some friends and gained some silver, learned what only long years know. Through the seasons, in the silence, through the right turns and the wrong, every place became a shelter because you were there all along. Home was you all along. Not a roof, not a town, just a place my restless heart lay down. One day one of us will leave first, that's the truth we never say. But until the light stops finding us, I will choose you every day. Home was never where we lived, it was you. I could have gone to Portland, you could have stayed in your hometown. We almost made a dozen different lives before we made this one. And sometimes late at night, I think about those other roads, not with longing, but with wonder at the shape of what we chose. Because every road we didn't take led someone else somewhere that wasn't here. And here it turns out is the good part. All the roads we didn't take led us exactly to this table, this life, this face. All the roads we didn't take, we're making room for everything we can't replace. I'm not mourning all those other versions of a life. All the roads we didn't take were right. The job I turned down, the place we almost moved to, the year I thought about it all and almost walked away. I look at it now like someone looking at a painting. I can see the composition, how each piece had to be placed. So I'm keeping nothing in the column of regret, I'm moving it all over to the column marked I see it now. The whole thing was intentional. All the roads we didn't take led us exactly to this table, this life, this face. All the roads we didn't take, we're making room for everything we can't replace. I'm not mourning all those other versions of a life. All the roads we didn't take were right. There's a freedom on the other side of what is
say, yes, this one. I'd pick this one again right now. The other roads can go wherever roads that aren't yours go. All the roads we didn't take, I don't even visit them in memory anymore. All the roads we didn't take gave us space to go completely deep in this one. I'm not half somewhere else, I'm all the way, exactly where I'm supposed to be. This was always the right road. The life you lived is the one that knew what it was doing. Trust the road you're on. You forgot you kept. I answered to daughter, then wife, then mother. Wore every name like it belonged to another. Kept mine in a drawer like a thing out of season. Forgot I had reasons that were only my reasons. And the mirror kept asking a question I've been avoiding. A face I half recognized, a life I'd been borrowing. I wanna hear my own name in my own voice, spoken without permission, spoken by choice. I've been living in the margins of someone else's story. It's time I walk back into my own. I know every landmark on everybody's road, carried everybody's map, everybody's load. But somewhere between the giving and the guiding, I left myself standing at a crossroads undecided. I'm not erasing all the love that shaped me, I'm just reclaiming what was always waiting. I wanna hear my own name in my own voice, spoken without permission, spoken by choice. I've been living in the margins of someone else's story. It's time I walk back into my own. There's a woman, there's a man in the photograph from years ago. Eyes wide open, full of something I let go. I've been chasing that look in the faces all around me, when all this time that look was here inside me. I finally hear my own name in my own voice, not an apology, a choice. I've been living in the margins long enough now. I'm walking back into my own. Funny how your name sounds different different.